Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because, honestly, we're about to unlock a true time-saving superpower. If you've ever just stared blankly at a massive spreadsheet and felt totally exhausted by the mere thought of doing all that manual math, well, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're taking a massive leap. We're moving from doing things the slow, hard way to basically letting the software do all the heavy lifting for us. We're going to master Excel's built-in tools, focusing specifically on one function that is without a doubt going to completely change your day-to-day workflow. All right, take a deep breath. We're taking this step by step. Here's our roadmap for today. First, what are Excel functions? Then the anatomy of the sum function, the absolute magic of AutoSum, some real-world spreadsheet practice, and finally, avoiding common formula mistakes. Kicking things off with Section 1, what are Excel functions, moving beyond basic data entry? To really appreciate the new way of doing things, we kind of have to look back at the old way first. In our previous explainer, we learned the golden rule, right? Every single formula begins with an equal sign. But doing basic math by typing equals C3 plus C4 plus C5 and so on, it is incredibly tedious, especially if you're dealing with hundreds of rows. Using a function like equals sum C3 through C4 is just a far more efficient method. It literally takes that manual plus sign completely out of the equation. So what are they exactly? Well, think of functions as pre-packaged shortcuts. They were built by software engineers specifically to rescue you from repetitive manual math. They perform a specific calculation to save you, frankly, countless keystrokes. Now, while there are literally hundreds of functions out there, you really only need a handful for everyday spreadsheet magic. Sum adds values, average calculates the mean, min and max find the smallest and largest values, and count tallies up cells that actually contain numbers. Our laser focus today is solely on sum, but it's super vital to know that these represent the absolute foundation of everything else you're going to do in spreadsheets. Moving right along to Section 2, Anatomy of the SUM function. Dissecting the formula. I like to think of this formula exactly like a recipe. If you understand the ingredients, you can bake anything, right? Every single symbol has a highly distinct purpose. Let's look at the formula. Equals sum open parenthesis D3 colon D7 close parenthesis. The equal sign at the very beginning just tells the software, hey, wake up, I'm about to give you a formula. Next is sum, which is the function name. It's the specific action we want performed. The open and close parentheses are just there to contain the arguments, basically keeping our data neatly packaged together. Inside those parentheses, we have D3 and D7, representing the range of cells we want to calculate. But guys, the real unsung hero here is the colon. In spreadsheet language, that little colon translates to the word through. So D3 colon D7 actually means D3 through D7. It effortlessly includes cells D4, D5, and D6 right in the middle without you having to type a single one of them. Which brings us to Section 3, the magic of AutoSum, your new favorite shortcut. All right, prepare yourselves, because AutoSum is the ultimate hero tool. It actually reads your spreadsheet and automatically suggests the range of numbers you want to add up. It's wild. Here's how you unleash it. Step 1, just select the empty cell directly below the column of numbers you want to total. Step 2, pop open the Home or Formulas tab at the top of your screen. Step 3, click the AutoSum button. It looks like the Greek letter sigma. Step 4, and please hear me on this one, always check the suggested range. The software is smart, but it's not flawless, so just quickly verify the highlighted box actually covers the right numbers. And finally, Step 5, hit Enter. In literally 2 clicks, your math is completely done for you. Let's see this in action. Section 4, Real-World Spreadsheet Practice, putting the tools to work. Imagine you're tracking fruit inventory. You've got 50 apples, 20 oranges, 60 bananas, and 40 lemons. If we drop our sum formula into the total row, it instantly calculates 170. But here is where the true power of function shines. Let's say a new shipment arrives, and we need to update bananas from 60 to 80. The exact moment you type 80 and hit enter, the total dynamically updates to 190. You do zero extra work. The formula constantly watches those cells and updates in real time. How cool is that? The sum function is also wildly flexible. Yes, you can add a continuous range like we literally just did, but you can also add individual cells spread all across a sheet or add multiple separate ranges together in one formula just by separating them with a comma. You can even combine a sum function with another static value. However, a massive best practice here. Always try to reference cells rather than hard-coding numbers directly into your formula. It keeps your sheet dynamic and totally prevents you from having to dig back into your formulas to update numbers later on. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how this whole thing scales up for business. Here we have product sales for notebooks, pen sets, and desk lamps. If you write the sum formula just once in the top right corner to get the notebook total of 405, you don't have to retype it for the pens and lamps. No way. You just copy that single formula and drag it right down the column. And you can do the exact same thing across the bottom row for your monthly totals across January, February, and March. With just a couple of clicks and drags, you've calculated an entire business ledger, resulting in an overall total of 890 in mere seconds. Let's look at one more really practical example, an independent activity you can totally try on your own, a 4-week personal expense tracker. Tracking food, transport, supplies, and entertainment can be stressful, for sure, but the sum function takes the dread right out of managing a budget. By setting up a monthly total column on the right and a weekly total row at the bottom, your entire financial picture just comes into perfect focus. You can see food takes up $310, while entertainment is sitting at $150. If you suddenly spend an extra $20 on a movie in week 3, you just change that one single cell and immediately watch your entertainment total and your overall $655 total automatically adjust. It gives you total control over your data.
All right, let's wrap up with Section 5, Avoiding Common Formula Mistakes, Troubleshooting Your Work.
Look, everybody hits a few bumps when they're starting out. The crucial point is just not to panic when an error pops up. Often, it's just a really simple syntax error, which basically just means a typo in the formula's grammar. If you type sum B2 through B5 but forget the equal sign at the front, the software just thinks you're typing regular text. If you miss the parentheses, it gets confused. If you accidentally type a dash instead of a colon for the range symbol, it literally thinks you're trying to subtract. The correction is always just a calm, simple proofread. Just ensure you have the equal sign, the function name, the parentheses, and the colon exactly in their proper places. Now, logic errors, those are a little sneakier. Sometimes a total excludes a cell you actually meant to grab, which is exactly why we always double confirm the intended range. But the most notorious logic error is the dreaded circular reference. This happens when your total cell actually includes itself in the range it's trying to add up. It creates this endless loop of math that breaks the formula and frankly gives the software a bit of a headache. The fix? So easy. Just stop the range on the cell directly above your total. Also, if your total is magically ignoring certain values, the software might be reading your numbers as text. You'll just need to format those entries back to numbers so the sum function can actually see them. Man, we have covered a lot of incredible ground today. But before we officially wrap up, I want to challenge you with a really quick assessment question, just to lock in your brand new spreadsheet superpower. We talked a lot about AutoSum, but do you remember the ultimate keyboard shortcut to insert it without even touching your mouse? Got it? The answer is Alt plus the equal sign. Pressing those two keys together instantly drops the AutoSum formula right into your selected cell. It is lightning fast. So to summarize the whole shebang, functions are built-in time savers, sum adds value seamlessly, colons mean through, and AutoSum is definitely your best friend. Just always verify that range. Think about how many hours of tedious manual data entry these tools are going to save you this year alone. What are you going to do with all that recovered time? Leave the office early? Finally build that mega spreadsheet you've been dreaming of? Ponder that, and we'll see you right back here in our next explainer where we are leveling up again by calculating averages.